Greetings. This is Attorney Della Welch, and our topic today is very important. What is a declaration? Now, this is very important. It is a written statement where you swear under penalty of perjury that what you're stating is true and that you have personal knowledge of this information, and if called as a witness, you could competently testify to this information. And you use a declaration many times when you're filing a motion in court or when you're responding to a motion in court. So you may want to discuss this topic with an attorney. My presentation today is not intended to replace your attorney, but to provide helpful information. Remember that the courts have excellent self-help clinics, and they can help you prepare a declaration. Now, there is a court form. You can Google MC030. This is a form that you can use to prepare a declaration. Now, if you look in the upper left-hand corner, there's a caption, and in the caption you can put your name. If you have an attorney, your attorney will put their name, and then you put the address and the phone number and the email, and then it will say attorney for. If you're the one bringing a divorce, it's for the petitioner. If you're responding, it's the respondent. If you don't have an attorney, you can put in pro per, INPROPER. That means you're representing yourself. The next section of the document says Superior Court for the County of, and you can put Riverside, LA, or Orange, or what particular county you're at, and then give the street address and the mailing address and the zip code, and then you'll have a area of blank information, and you can number and put what you're declaring, what you have personal knowledge of, and write 5 or 6 things of what you have personal knowledge of. And then the bottom of the form, you type your name in all caps, and then your signature, and you check off, are you the plaintiff, are you the respondent, what particular person you are. And so that is a very helpful form, MC030, and you can simply Google that number and the declaration form will come up. Now, in law, there's what they call pleading paper. And you may have seen it, or you can ask in the court for a copy, and then you may use pleading paper to write a declaration. And that's very important. What you want to do is tell your side of the story, give the information to respond to their declaration. And remember, the limit is 10 pages. However, I find that that's a rather lengthy type of declaration. I always say less is more in the law. Don't use 3 words when 1 or 2 will do. Don't get wordy. And also, do not accuse people or state inflammatory statements. So what you don't want to do is come across like a sore head or something. I always suggest to number each one of your points or to use bullet points. They're much easier to follow. Now, in looking at further tips, there are California court rules, and that's the one that limits it to 10 pages. But remember, keep to the point, be brief, and be clear. Less is more in the law. I've taught law, and some of my students, they want to talk forever, but I say, get right to the point. And then write your own declaration in your own words. This is an opportunity that you can speak directly to the court, so get to the point. Some people I know can never get to the point. State the facts of your case and any requests or responses to a request in a precise manner as possible. The one thing that surprised me so much when I became an attorney was how fast the court read papers and how fast and how many cases they had. So they want a declaration that will get to the point. And as I stated earlier, don't say bad things about the other party or speak ill of them or say things that accuse them of certain things or inflammatory. Don't waste the paper doing that. Be respectful. This creates goodwill on your behalf and makes you appear more credible and a logical witness to any current circumstance. You need credibility in whatever you're doing. Only include evidence or testimony about which you have direct personal knowledge. The judge is going to look for your personal knowledge. And remember, you are under oath and declaring under penalty of perjury. And if you're stating things without evidence, you discredit your position with the court. Narrow down your demands to that which is most reasonable in the situation, in handling the matter in the long term. Settle simple issues outside of the courtroom with the help of your attorney. Review your requests with your attorney to ensure they are grantable and something that the court would be able to give you under law. I usually like to number my points like 1, 2, 3, 4, or A, B, C, or many people use bullet points for the key issues. I always call there's a deductive method where you state the main point and then you give the sub-points. And then if you have evidence like pictures, email, pay stubs, school records, text messages, or other things like that that you can attach to your declaration, be sure and attach them and incorporate them in your declaration. Refer to the document in your declaration. And then do not repeat yourself. The court's time is very limited and you don't want to waste the court's time. And you may prefer the MC 030 format. But also make sure you consult with an experienced family law to help you create and finalize your declaration. This is where the self-help sessions are very, very helpful to you, and be sure and contact your self-help court. I had a very interesting situation when I was handling a family law matter in Salt Lake City, Utah. I'm also a member of the Utah Bar, and what was happening is they wanted things in declarations, but the other side was faxing their declaration to the court during the time period of the hearing. Well, I objected because the court required a declaration to be there 2 days before the hearing. It depends on your court, so you need to check how many days does it require to file the petition with the declarations, how many days to respond. And then many declarations, many people forget to sign their name, to date and sign, and many declarations ask for the city and state where you